What is up, YouTube? It's your girl Rochelle and I'm back with another video. Thank you guys for tuning in, liking, sharing, and subscribing. You guys are the bomb.com. Now in today's video, guys, I am so happy. I am a part of a Workspace collab started, created, run by the Mom Life here on YouTube. That's right, it's our girl Chrissy. She came together and brought a whole lot of amazing channels together to share what it's like on our YouTube journeys, and I love this whole idea. I've been enjoying watching everyone share their workspace, and in fact I'm a little nervous about showing you guys mine because I gotta admit I keep it very like minimal, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. I hope that there's something from this video that can help you to start your YouTube channel, not quit like I did the first time, and be successful and maybe even thrive. So if that's something you'd be interested in, stick around. Okay, well first I'd love to give a shout out to Naturally Lizzie here on YouTube. She's the one who graciously introduced me and let you guys know to come to my channel to watch this video today. So thank you, Lizzie, and I can't wait to watch your video. I actually am batch recording right now, and so I like to pre-record my content to give me time to edit and upload and post. That way I'm not adding to the frustration that comes with all the problems that come with YouTube. You know, if there's a lot of people uploading at the same time, things happen. I just like to give myself time. So I am recording on a Monday. You're probably seeing this on a Thursday or a Friday. So thanks again to those two lovely ladies, along with everyone else who has been sharing their Workspace collab. I mean, I loved it. I saw Britt, the Crafty Budgeter. I saw, oh my goodness, I saw so many. I saw Tina, the Pink Cloth Wife. So many channels who have, you know, this is that realness. My alarm is going off. So many channels who we love to tune in and watch, but I love this concept because it's giving you guys the realness, okay? Also, a special thanks to my daughter, Eva, who took time out of her busy schedule, okay, to help me get some of this recording done. I'm gonna roll some B-roll so you guys can see what I'm talking about when I'm, you know, mentioning some areas. But basically, my name is Rochelle. I reside on the island of Oahu, Hawaii with my husband, Micah, and our daughter, Eva. And I am a homeschooling, self-employed mama. So I run multiple YouTube channels. I like to talk about everything. Okay, of course, budget is life. And that is why I have two budgeting channels, right? I also want to share with you guys some tips and tricks that work for me because I am probably one of the only people in this collab that I just recently got an Etsy, okay? I didn't even have an Etsy till about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. I actually have my own website, ROCHELLEADAMSON.com, where originally I only sold services, okay? I only helped with, you know, hands-on budget coaching services. But then I later rolled out some digital products, and I really started to take them more seriously starting like the fall, like August, September of this year. So we're going to talk about the digital. If you are the YouTuber who sells digital goodies like Intentional Living, yeah, she's perfect. I love hers too. Then this is me. This is me. My first thing that I want to say is I usually pick two ways to film. So when I am recording a video, most of the time it is an overhead view, so you guys can watch me budget the money and cash stuff and do savings challenges. So I'll be just throwing some footage up about what those two styles look like in real time. I go for easy. We use all three of us share our office, and so it has to be functional and it has to be easy to set up and easy to take away so that my daughter can get her homeschool work done, my husband can get his stuff done, all of that good stuff. So way number one that I tend to record the most is definitely using my Canon camera, which I'm talking to you guys on right now. I do about 1 to 2 face-to-face videos per month. Other than that, it's an overhead view. And so now you can see how I set that up, how it works. But I like to set up in 10 minutes or less. Otherwise, I lose excitement over recording. I get frustrated. I get distracted. I have OCD, but I also, yeah, I have a kid here. It's too much. So if I can't set up my camera and my lights and everything in 10 minutes or less, it's not for me. I've just found that that's what works for me. Oh, the second type of way I like to record is actually my favorite. I have figured out how to set it up in 5 minutes or less, and that is using my iPhone, guys. I have recorded probably 75% of my videos on my channel on my phone. I did not get my first camera for my YouTube channel until 2021. Maybe the end of 2020. Yeah, maybe the end of 2020. I was like, okay, I need to get me a YouTube, camera. I think I had reached 1,000 subscribers like summer last year. And that's why it's so crazy that I have 8,000 subscribers right now. So I have been on YouTube for years, but I definitely didn't know what I was doing. And so I'm one of the YouTubers that it took a while for me to get going. Okay. So, you see a lot of very successful channels that started maybe this year and they're already monetized and they're already doing amazing things. That is wonderful. But I want you to know that that only happens to a few of us here on YouTube. So you don't want to use that as, you can use it as your motivation to start and keep going, but don't let it keep, get you in a space where you feel like you're not enough. There's so many YouTube channels who are successful who take off after a couple years. So I always like to throw that out there because, there's a few of us that call it that 1% that just everything's, just successful for them. And I love watching it happen because it's just literally going viral. But then there's, the hard work that they put in that you may not see also. So that's why you're here for the Workspace Collab. Okay, so those are my two views, using my iPhone, using my Canon. I have a Canon G7X. I'll have this link below. Guys are outside cutting grass, and so you're getting the realness. This is how it is when I film in the middle of the day. I usually try to batch record early mornings before the neighborhood wakes up, but I wasn't able to get that done today because my daughter has her own business, Eva's Hawaiian Shea Butter, and so we had to get her orders out the door first. So my first tip for the YouTuber is the same tip that all these lovely ladies have been sharing with you guys, and that is just to start. You can figure it out along the way. Just start. Tip number 2 is to set goals that are reasonable to you. So for me, when I was starting, I needed easy because I am team too much. I'm the person that was diving into my YouTube analytics, trying to calculate, well, if I get this many views and this many subscribers, then I should make this much money. And then you gotta just do your part. Okay, do your job like Beauty Budget says, and you have to just let whatever happen, okay? And so one of the ways I do that is by batch recording and staying consistent, using a YouTube planner, which I may dive into later on if I have enough time, and by keeping as less as possible on hand, like literally only the stuff I need. So I'll show you what I mean right now. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see my nightstand. That's what I call it, my desk. This is my entire storage for all of the YouTube stuff that I use. I do have a bin somewhere in the garage, but that just holds backup, like copies, duplicates, and triplicates of this stuff here. So I'm just going to pull out these drawers one by one and show you what they look like. So this is my charger. Let's see. Can you see that? Yeah. Okay, so we're going to go for that drawer first. So you can see I have my Canon printer. I print our labels on there when I have physical products to mail out. I do sell like maybe 5 physical products. Everything else is digital. Everything else is digital. And I am literally using a Canon Pixma, which is basically a travel printer because basically I move a lot. We live in Hawaii. This is our 3rd time moving because we are trying to see what style of living we like here, and housing is very expensive. And so one of the ways that I make moving easy is I have small items. So this printer right here, I could take this with me when I travel because we love to travel. Sometimes we spend a few months in Mexico because that's where my husband's parents live, and so I can take this printer with me, attach it to some Wi-Fi, and make it do what it do. Okay, so first drawer coming up. Okay, so here is drawer number 1. So I have some alcohol wipes because I use a lot of laminated reusable products in my videos. I have my trusty calculator, my tweezers that I cannot live without, like these jokers, even though, so I do paper and pen budgeting. I do stickers every once in a while. I do digital stickers, whatever. I'm ready. Though that tweezer guru right there, whew, it's the the business. It's bomb. I have some backup AirPods in case I want to check out my audio and I'm tired of over-ear headphones. I have plenty of Post-its, spending trackers, backup cash envelopes. I have my hard drive, which is my baby. I am reckless. I record, I edit, I upload, and I delete every time. But there are certain things that I do save over time, and so I have a 1 or 2 terabyte hard drive that everything goes on. Then I have my pens. This is one of every single pen or Sharpie that I'm using in rotation, plus my correction tape. I love, one of my friends got me this correction tape and I'm hooked. Honey, this thing works like a charm. No more whiteout, no more wet whiteout. Then I have a backup charm for one of my cash envelope binders. I got backup printer ink. I have my cords that I use because sometimes, remember, I record on my phone. So then I use the phone charger cord that came with the phone and I will plug it into my MacBook, tap into iMovie and get it done. Then these are all my backups. So sometimes you know how you're in the middle of writing and the pen runs out. It never fails. So to be ready for when it does, I have one of every single pen ready to go here. Sometimes there's actually triplicates. Like I have a couple more diamond pens and some color Sharpies. I'm just ready. And the last thing I keep in here, other than my scissors, which are hidden right here, are my computer glasses. I have several pairs. Guys, protect your eyes. I spend a lot of time editing and I have like 3 pairs in rotation at all times. So that's drawer number 1. Okay, here we are at drawer number 2. So I have my trusty rod-a-die trimmer. I use this to trim my cash envelopes, my planner paper, you name it. That's my baby right there. I have my one of my Happy Planner minis. I have some old budget planners that I just love to reach for. Then I have my plain notebook paper. This is just one of my notebooks that I sell on my website. Then I have some cut up paper because I like to do packing slips, and to save money, no shame in my game, I will print it at 50% so that it only takes up a quarter of a sheet of paper, and I print it in color so it looks really good on some good thick printer paper. Then I have some backup sheets for laminating. I probably should be keeping this in a plastic sleeve. I don't. I'm reckless, y'all. Then I have some of my savings challenge trackers so that I can be ready for when I record. And then I have one of my planners. This is an author's copy, and I love to look at it because this time last year I didn't even know how to do my budget or do my budget, and now I have it in hard copy. So I just love to have that close by to keep me as a motivation. Just start. You never know. You can learn along the way. I have some backup Happy Planner paper for when I feel like being in my Happy Planner. I actually have, I call it my Happy Planner is out for surgery. I actually sent it to So Crafty Sanai so that she can do her thing with it. And then I have some stickers for when I feel like sticking. Got a lot of them left over. Some of them were ones that I won from my girl Asia on YouTube, Asia Sierra Budgets. And so I try to stay organized. These are all the stickers that I own. Is that crazy? I told you, go for easy. And so yeah, I've got my ones from Megan left over. These are just so cute. I got a couple gold mining cocos. Do I have any left of those? Yeah, I do. Look at that. So cute. So yeah, this is my sticker drawer. Sticker, paper, anything for copying, printing, laminating, trimming, just a little bit of everything. That is drawer number 2. Okay, and here we are at drawer number 3. This is my coin challenge that I pull out from my videos. It's getting pretty thick. I don't keep that in the safe. It's just coins. This is my glasses case for one of my computer glasses. I love this company, by the way. DOOGUE me. Wait till I show you those frames. Those are popping. This is one of my Apple Pencil holders. Then I have my hole punch. Reminds me of elementary school. This thing is heavy, but does the job. So I'll show you why I have that. And why do they always do this? Then I have my hole punch that is for everything else except for the Happy Planner. I do have my Happy Planner hole punch. It's just, where is it? Oh, it's in my YouTube bin because, like I said, I haven't been using my Happy Planner stuff. So out the way it goes to keep it safe. More coins for the savings challenge. This is my tape in case I want to reinforce something I'm shipping out. This is my extra Savopoly pieces, different boards that I've done over the years. I'll actually take that out for now. And this is my Happy Planner. Actually, it's just a corner punch. It just takes off the sharpness of any cash envelopes that you might be printing out or anything really. And it's a corner punch. It takes the pointed edge off and rounds it out based on your measurement that you pick from here. It's clutch. I see why people have it. And then our power randomly will go out. We live on an island and they're doing a lot of electrical work, upgrading a lot of grids and whatever. And so I like to have power banks everywhere within reach. Charged, hopefully. Don't embarrass me, power bank. Okay, yes, it's fully charged, ready to go. No excuses, y'all. I could still record my videos if I need to. I have 2 of those and those things charge amazing. And that is drawer number 3. So those are my drawers, my 3 babies. I also have my laminator off to the side over here, my Scotch laminator. I've got my 2 lights, and I'm trying to think. I have my stand. That's it. That's all I need. That's all I need. And that just feels easy to me. This does change a lot. I got the idea from Crafty Budgeter on how to prop your tripod up on your desk. And that gives you an even better view, overhead view. So like I said, I'm always learning stuff that I didn't even think to do. And in case I don't mention it in any other part of this video, we definitely have a standing desk that goes pretty high and pretty low because we are 3 different heights in this house. Contrary to popular opinion, Eva is 10 years old. My husband and he claims we're the same height. I think I'm a little taller, but we can just say we're the same height just to keep the peace. But anyway, we have different heights that we prefer when we're working. If I'm working and hunched over, self-care. We're protecting this over here. Okay, so tip number 3 is to definitely batch record if possible, especially if you have multiple channels. I just think that keeps you sane, keeps you organized, and keeps you focused. If you're an overthinker like me and you're like easily anxious, use as less equipment as possible. At the end of the day, the thing that counts most to me, the videos that perform the best on my channel, remember this is just tips that work for me, is the videos that have the best audio. And I might have one-off videos that do well and they're trash. The lighting is horrible, whatever. But I just noticed that when people can hear me and they have something that they can laugh at or they have something they can relate to, they tend to watch longer. So go listen to your audience, listen to your analytics. Stay consistent, commit to a schedule, do your research, and never stop doing research, okay? You want to worry about yourself, but you also want to make sure that there's not an easier way that you could be doing something. And also, YouTube is famous for changing things. So the way YouTube runs YouTube now compared to 1 year ago, compared to 2 years ago, big difference, y'all. Monetize your channel from day one. I see a lot of people focused on getting the first 1,000 subscribers, which is definitely key, but just know that there's other ways to monetize your channel before you even reach 1,000 subscribers. Like the first thing that pops in my head is affiliate marketing, especially with Amazon. So if you have a huge TikTok following or Instagram following, I'm not even going to put a number there because I did not have a lot of followers. And I actually got approved to be an Amazon affiliate before I even had 1,000 subscribers. And I was able to use links in my video descriptions. People would click on that and I get paid pennies to nickels per click. But it adds up and that's money in your pocket to help you stay motivated and maybe offset some costs that come with setting up your channel. Other ideas for monetizing your channel are the obvious ones. You see all these lovely ladies in this Workspace Collab. We all have our own websites, our own Shopifys, our own Etsy's, our own courses. And if we all can do it and all make money, proof is in the pudding. So you don't have to overthink it. If you're good at something and you're confident that you're good at something, do it. Try it. You can always say, you can always stop. I am a genuine supporter. I believe in supporting like channels genuinely. I don't subscribe to every single person who clicks on my video. If I only click on the channels that I know for a fact that I'm going to be present for them in the life of their channel. And so I am really strict with my subscriptions, and I take a long time to subscribe to people over time. Also understand that YouTube will do rolling unsubscribes. And I haven't figured that out, but I just literally had to resubscribe to Budget Treasures the other day, Jasmine, here on YouTube. And I'm like one of her day one subscribers, you know, so it's just so crazy. But I think that it's important to build this community and build and find people in your niche, like size channels. If you have 100 subscribers, go find you somebody else with 100 subscribers. These airplanes are not playing today. Support each other, and don't automatically assume that just because you found a channel that you like and that has the same amount of subscribers or views or whatever, that they're going to want to subscribe to you and want to support you. Sometimes they're busy. There's a lot of us who are juggling a lot. I'm fortunate to be able to juggle it all from home. But I am subscribed to the channels that I am loving. So if I like you, I will subscribe to you whether you watch my content or not. That's just me. I just think you have to take the emotion out of YouTube a little bit. Like, you can be passionate and you can be caring and you can find some people that may end up being your besties. But then there's people who are just doing this. They like to post content. They aren't into watching other content. And so just keep that in mind when you're figuring out your circles, you know, inside of the budgeting community. Know when to pull back on something when it's not working and put your energy into what is working. The way I thought my channel was going to grow and do, you know, and perform is totally different. Those topics are totally different than what I actually am doing. And so all the time I'm reevaluating my channel, because as much as I love doing savings challenges, I don't want to be redundant and do them so much where my audience gets bored or my audience feels like they're not learning anything new or getting anything out of the content. So go to YouTube University. Never think you're too big to learn or grow. I get a lot of people in my comments who are like, how did you do that? How did you do this? How did you do that? And I'm like, oh my God, are you on YouTube and not using YouTube? Like, I mean, I have watched Naturally Lizzie. One of the first videos I ever watched from her was do some work inside of Canva. And I just happened to search it and her name came up. So always, you know, be consistent, post what's working, but also make sure you're posting evergreen content, because who knows how long ago she actually posted that video, but I didn't search for it until this year or late last year. And the fact that it popped right up for me, I love evergreen content. So if you want to know more about what evergreen content is, definitely search it in YouTube. Let your personality shine, y'all. If you are bubbly, be bubbly. If you are serious, be serious. If you are a whisperer, be a whisperer. If you are loud, be loud. Like, I love variety. And you know, there's some people who are like, oh, I only want to watch quiet people. I love ASMR. I love whatever that is. Type it in and go find your twin. Definitely take a look at how your video performs. Like, get one of your friends or family members to watch your video. Just watch it for the first 30 seconds and say, hey, would this be something you would sit and watch for longer than 30 seconds? Because that is a long time. Which brings me to my next point. Figure out how long you want your videos to be. Time and time again, when you watch YouTube videos, they tell you to make short videos, be consistent, and you will thrive. For me, I can post longer videos. I'm a talker. People will watch what they want, but some people know what they want to see, and they will watch me for 10 minutes, 20 minutes sped up. I appreciate it because I can't get it all done in 5 minutes. That gives me anxiety. We're talking about money, budgeting. Oh no, I'm going to be a few minutes. But find what works for you. If you don't like watching long videos, find you some short videos. Be patient. Be patient. I did not get my first 1,000 subscribers until last year. I'm really trying to think. I feel like it was last year. I connected with people like Tanisha Davis, Asia Sierra Budgets, and we started to talk about what was working for my channel and what wasn't working for my channel. So find you your people that you can bounce ideas off of. Multitask and be singular. Pick a couple things and do them well. For me, I love YouTube. I don't really care for Instagram. I like TikTok. I don't post enough on TikTok. I'm at the point in my life where I'm going for easy, so that's why you've been seeing an increase in me posting on YouTube community, because I'm like, all this bouncing around, it's just too much for me right now. Know the power of yes and no. And I think what I mean by that is when it comes to picking who you're going to do collabs with, like how I'm doing this Workspace collab, giveaways, sponsorships, brand work, I think that it is always best to know your yes and know your no, because you don't want to be so busy that you're doing so many of something that when the real big one that you would love to do comes, you can't give it your time and your attention. So know your worth. Also, there's a lot of, you know, offers that come my way and they want to work with me for free, and I'm like, okay, I've been I think I'm worth 50 cents at least. You just have to, you know what I mean, you feel me. And I think that, you know, me being a part of this Workspace collab was just the proof in the pudding right here. Like, I don't do many collabs, but when I do, I want to be genuine, and because I want to be a supportive member of my budgeting community. Okay, it's fun out here. So those are all my tips for setting up and starting a YouTube channel, running it successfully, and, you know, everything in between. Okay, you will cry, you will laugh, keep going, don't quit. I quit when YouTube changed the requirement the very first time. They said that they, you know, at first you didn't have to have a minimum. Can you believe it? I've been on YouTube so long, you didn't have to have a minimum number of subscribers to get your content monetized. If enough people watched it, YouTube would throw some ads on it and you got a check in the mail. So I was monetized for like a year or two, or maybe even 3 years. This was probably about 5 years ago. And I fell out of monetization once you had to have the 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. Your girl, she did not have that. And so I was really down. I quit YouTube for maybe a year or two. And then I came back strong early last year, and I haven't looked back since. So it's possible, guys. Thank you again to those lovely ladies I mentioned already, Chrissy and Lizzie. Thank you for another wonderful collab. Mom life is always doing something, okay? This is the first time that I've been able to get in on the fun. Thank you. Now, I know you're wondering, y'all, who is next? This is how good Chrissy is. She is like, you know, having us introduce the next person, which I love. And she has had it so far where I feel like it's always the person who's introducing the next person knows who the person is. Penny's Not Perfection, Mary here on YouTube, will be next in our Workspace collab. Come on. How perfect is that? From one YouTuber with multiple channels to another YouTuber with multiple channels. So make sure you're watching and looking out for her video coming up next tomorrow, okay? And make sure that you're checking Penny's Not Perfection. That's where she'll be posting that content. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, peace, love, and budgets.